Wow, this has been a long day. I guess I'm gonna cover, I got a whole list of stuff here. I don't even know what to cover first. There's so much stuff. I guess what I need to do is just cover one thing. In all action, there is healing, and that was said by Eileen Wilder. I don't know who may have said it before her, but if I just want to give credit to where I heard it from. Something else that was said was, I know I said I was going to cover one thing, but something else that was said is who I am called to serve is who I was 5 years ago, the me of 5 years ago. And kind of putting those two together, in all action there is healing, and who I have been called to serve is the me 5 years ago. I can, I see my life differently. Maybe, the me that was here 5 years ago was in shell shock. The me that was here 5 years ago just barely got through, maybe a month and a half prior to this date, having his my wife OD'd 5 years ago, and right after that, I was taking her up to get help from her parents, and I fell asleep on the freeway doing 70 miles an hour, 75, and my son woke up and my wife woke up, and they both screamed at me, "Daddy." And in that moment, I woke up, and then I looked around, and I drove back on the freeway. I was at the rumble strips getting ready to head off into a pillar holding up an overpass. But I steered back onto the road, and I drove the rest of the way back to her parents' house where she dried out. And she's been sober for 5 years now, over 5 years. She's been smoke-free for almost a year, and she's been nicotine-free for probably a month now, and I'm proud of her. But in all action there is healing, and you have to keep on keeping on. So maybe you're in that situation, or you're in a similar situation where you're in a very dark time, and that dark time is maybe just past. Maybe you're just finished with the worst of the worst. There is hope, and there is progress, and there is healing it doesn't always all happen all at once. But it happens in incremental steps. For whoever it is. Whoever has been woken up from the dead, so to speak, and is still in shell shock. There is hope, and there is change, and you can make it, and your loved ones can make it. Just keep loving them the best way that you know how. That's my 2 cents for the day. God bless, and see you next time.